I was talking to Balani before his presentations, and when I see all you guys having a good lunch and you feel sleepy, so I told him, right, do some magics and make them awake, and he did that. So I'm in big trouble right now. So how? So we managed to give you a good breaks so that you guys can have good sessions on board. All right, those who don't know me, my name is Nashid, and I'm the head of marketing and sales, as well as the business developments. And we are having a seminar on clouds. We'll focus on the prospects and the future of cloud technology in Bangladesh and beyond as well. Okay, or we will pause 1 minute because people are coming. So, all right, just 1 minute for it. We started with one story, right? Should we start? Right, we can start, right? Checking mics, 1, 2, 3. We will start. All right. Good. Okay. So let me tell you one story, right? When we start Cloudly, you saw the presentation of our founder. We started in 2006, and we have 40 customers. We will definitely give you the hints and odds. And we were having discussions, right, whether we go for Bangladesh or not. So I was discussing with him. He's one of my school friends, and I know him for about 25 years because we were in the same school, college. So we were discussing how we can get the Bangladeshi market, since we have too much prospects on that. And we talked with so many people around Bangladesh, and we got good customers, good leads, and we found out a good seminar can bring Amazon on board along with you guys, along with the brand of Cloudly, where we can help you for the other services which you are looking for. So welcome abroad, and thanks a lot for coming. I know you have a very busy day, traffics, offices. Most of the guys are from technical leads, CEOs, CTOs, MDs. So thanks once again for having your time. And definitely I'll try to make my presentations along with others more enjoyable ones. So before we start, can Cloudly members please stand up? Manzoor bhai? Chairman? All right. Okay. These are the Cloudly members. We were having 3 to 4 weeks of sleepless night to make these arrangements. We have our MDs, we have our chairmen, and we have tagged these badges. So if you have any queries, you know where to get them. All right. Thank you, guys. Yeah. All right. Before we start, okay. So everyone knows about cloud and what cloud is all about, right? So, is there anyone who don't know about clouds right now? Can you just raise your hand?
Not after my session.
I still have doubts. I still have doubts that there are some of the things which don't. So that's why I put some of the cartoons from Mars to make them understand what cloud is all about. All right. So you must be thinking whether are we in the clouds, or how far it's to reach with the clouds. Is it too low, too high, or something like that? So this is I was just having some analysis or having some discussions or Google it, and I found one of the 2 cartoons. It's good fit. Like alien came in Earth, they found no human beings, no one. So one alien is speaking to another one, hey, they migrated to the cloud, so you won't find any humans. Sad. And it's 2012, and ships are sleeping, and they're looking to the cloud and saying like, hey, these clouds are looking like me. It's like ship shape, right? So everyone is talking about clouds. So it's a pretty simple stuff. Like you store your information, application, database, and you access them via internet. Simple statements. So these are what we call cloud is all about. So there's an argument whether it's cheap or it's expensive. So the fighting going on. Someone says it's cheap, someone says it's expensive, but think about it. Right now, all the industries are talking about the low-cost solutions, the managed services, cloud is the next technology. And we are bringing clouds with Amazon's, as well as Cloudly, as well as Reddington. So the competition is going on. Some facts may motivate you to go for clouds. If you see the numbers, people are talking about, these are the cost cuts, how we can go it. 50% of people thinking, or 50% of the companies around the world are thinking like, okay, we should go for a cloud to resume the cost, or to minimize the cost. Some people are thinking like, okay, there's a huge capex, we need to minimize the capex or the reduce of the capex. And some people are talking about reduce IT headcount, which is not a good term. So we call it resource mobilization, resource utilizations. Fit your resource to one area. So let's put it like this. And then you don't have to worry about the software upgrades, as well as the license is all about. If you get it in the clouds, you will have everything. So these are a couple of the reasons, maybe who don't have a thought right now to go for a clouds. This is the slide for you. All right. We were thinking like how to put some of the graphical stuff over there. So everyone is talking. This is the iceberg. You know about the iceberg, Titanic. You know that. So these are the visible costs which you can see from, but there are a couple of costs which is underground. We can call it a hidden cost. There are so many hidden costs like risk management, safety, scrap costs, labor costs, whatever. Amazon clouds are also targeting these hidden costs. If you go for clouds, these hidden costs will be minimized. So on the top of the C, you can also see the visible cost, and the hidden cost can be utilized if you go for clouds. So these are a couple of the facts I want to show it to you. All right. So as we discussed, like we are having a seminar with AWS and Reddington, and we put so much effort in LinkedIn, Facebook's, communicating directly because we were using some of the third-party mail software, and we found out first day no one registered. So what happened? Because all mails went to a junk mail. So we communicated each and everyone with a single emails, and we put some of the campaigns. And I must thank one of our creative guys, Ishman, and also Ishak for minimizing what we have. These every logos we take it from Amazon. All right. These have certain values. All right. And thanks to Chandrasekhar for the 2 days and 3 days. Definitely appreciate that. Because when we launched this campaign, these couple of companies related to Bangladesh are not registering us. So we want to highlight and we want to make them, all right, come on, join in. So we got the guy who is not present here, but there is a CIO from Novartis is also there. There is a CIO from Sanofi Aventis is registered. So we made them to register with these kind of logos and with these kind of icons, and it's just one of the campaign process. And I just want to highlight that because everything was planned to make this event a successful one. All right, we have huge, like 137 people registered. All right, almost 100 plus show up. All right, so these are probably not matching the exact data, but this can overview you, or this can make you highlights. We have almost a 20% of the most 20% from the startup companies or the software companies. We have people from healthcare. We have people from e-learning. We have people from e-commerce. We have people from IT service integration, telecom, everywhere. We want to make this seminar as a brand ambassador to make you guys understand cloud is the next big thing. And as per Amazon, it's called cloud is next. Chandrasekhar, I forgot that stuff. Cloud is
the new normal.
Cloud is the new normal. Means it's there. So these are the diagrams which can give you highlights the essence of clouds, and you guys to think about the clouds, what's coming next. All right, I will not drop that. This you will find it in your agendas. You will meet the Amazon guys. You will meet us, Cloudly, who is a partner of Amazon, as well as Reddington. You know more about the infrastructure cost. You can differentiate what your traditional hardware and the cloud hardware, and you can also know how the infrastructure as service is working, why you need the software as service, or why you combine as anything as service. And rest is happy networking, because you have so many people around, exchange your cards, make them feel, make friends, because this world goes right now is networking. All right, the future and prospects, right? We were thinking like, what will be the futures? We have big slides with Amazon's and their services as well. So we were in the market for a couple of years, and we were thinking like, next big thing in Bangladesh can be newspaper for their huge archive solutions, can be the startup, because they are thinking about how to start a company with a low cost. They cannot buy tons and tons of servers from Flora or Tech Valley. I'm sure Tech Valley people are here, so they're not liking my statement. But this is the statement, like the startup can be a target for clouds. A group of companies, because you have all these systems, healthcare, travels and others, network provider like all the telecoms, the ICX, IGW operators can have the clouds. They probably have the data centers already, but hey, we can get a chance. Also, for the multinationals, the educations, the universities, because we were working with a couple of big universities called North-South, and we will definitely go for the other universities like IUBs and others for their entire education software into the clouds. Also hospital management, we were talking about the hospital management with a couple of companies, demos and others, as well as the media, because huge archive. And there are so many channels in Bangladesh, and we have a good business to work on. All right, enough of clouds and others. Let me tell you who we are. We are Cloudly. We are founded in 2006, an office in Silicon Valley, and in Bangladesh we are operating as Cloudly Infotech. So not too old, but not too new. We know clouds. All right, we have a small set visions, like to become a premier cloud service provider in any cloud platform and any localities. All right. So the question arises, like, why you need Cloudly to support? You have Amazon's, you have Access, you have Reddington, you have every people whom you can talk. So Cloudly has expertise since 2006. We are working with Amazon since long. We have the expertise, we have the certified engineers, we have the people from Silicon Valley helping us. So as a local people, so we are the one who can also help you. Like when I was in kid, and when you were in kid, when you buy any gift, right, you put it beside your pillow. And in the morning you get up, and the first thing, you should see the gift or the toys, right? So there are a couple of companies whom we meet. They say like, all right, why we not have a data center out inside? Or why we not have a local people who can talk or knows our system, or we can call. I know Chandrasekhar is traveling a lot in Bangladesh, but they want some local presence. This is the one Cloudly Infotech. We are the local presence for Amazon's and other services as well. So we provide end-to-end cloud services, being at DBA, DevOps, consultancy, as well as the integrations. We call it the end-to-end cloud service, which can give a flavor of everything. These are the digital services, okay. I'm not going to highlight everything, but everything means these are the services, standard services, which we provide, and we are just like adding our headcounts, and we know that we will have a wave, right? We will have a wave, we will have a buzz after these seminars, and we are ready for that. We were ready for that. I was discussing with the people of Amazon, right, how we can handle. I said, like, don't worry about that. We have headcounts on board, just to make you feel, all right, we can do the business. These are the services. Everyone knows these services probably. Anyone don't know about these services, like cloud services? Then I can also highlight that or have a discussions. Everyone knows that?
We have used that, but the rest of them don't.
Okay, fine, not a problem. Okay, the partners, we are the partners. partners with Amazon's, as well as we are the partners with the Cloud Mixer, Alfresco, and as well as the Microsoft Azure. But we mostly, because we were in one company, we were with one company who were Amazon Azure data center in Singapore. So they were talking about, okay, enough of talking, enough of Amazon's, enough of Microsoft. Okay, which one is the best? Because they are having a POC with Azure. And honestly speaking, we won the deal with Amazon because so much to give, so much to do about the electricity, so much to do about the data center, because we had it in Singapore, right now in India, so latency, all about everything we can support. So we are closing the deal with Amazon. This is one of the good news, but I cannot reveal the name because it's not yet to sign. So we are in the signing processes, and we beat Microsoft and get for Amazon. I guess Balan can be a happy guy right now. Yeah. Okay. In the past our journey, we have a team. Like you heard about our founder, Shah Rahman. He's close linked with the AWS in USA, and we did so much work with the Amazons. We know the tech people. We are working with the Amazon USA, and also we did a couple of good stuff like the Postgres migrations and the RDS migration as well, and we involved closely. So we got the guidance from the Silicon Valley, and we put forward these informations, blended to that from Bangladesh, and we supported it. So people from Silicon Valley working with the US, as well as us, Cloud Infotech, working from Bangladesh to support them, and we have a good team. All right. These are the areas where I'm very much interested about that. Anyone question? All right. Okay, these are the areas because we see the business opportunities. Here, lots of people are here, right? So if you see the business opportunities, now I was talking to one of my ex-colleagues in Grameenphone, and we were talking about the business opportunities with the locals as well as the governments. So feel free to add up because we want to do the business as well as have the win-win structure. Like we have a partnership with the DSI for these enterprise solutions, and we have partnership with the No Challenge. I know people from No Challenge, right? Okay, Marshall is all there. And also for the Cineverse, who is one of the largest companies in the US, because we want to make sure the revenue assurance and fraud management for telcos and enterprise work fine with Cloudly and Cloud. And we'll keep opening that. So anyone, any companies who want to have a partnership, have a win-win structure in the business, you know where to find us. These are the customers. We have almost 41 customers. Recently, we got, soon after we start from Bangladesh market, just again the Bangladesh market, we got Sharad on board. We have 40 customers around the world in US, UK, India, Australia as well. So most important part is the Ericsson, MasterCards, Phoenix Children's Hospitals, and so on. The list is 40 customers, not too big with other companies, but we have something to put forward. All right. So if I just make thing in one slide, the reason why we are having this cloud with the Amazon Cloud, as well as the Cloudly, as well as the Wellington, these are the benefits you will get if you move to clouds. If you move further to clouds, you can get the scalability, easy to implementations. I'm definitely sure that Balani also addressed that. You need a minute to address the server to open. Right. We were working with Banglalink, and let's say we want to have our need is 64 GB RAM, but in the market, if you go for the 96, then it will be cheaper one. But that threshold will be occupied after 1 year. So we go at the service. So these couple of RAMs are having unutilized versions. In Amazon or in AWS, you don't feel it, pay as you go. If you want the service to right now, do it. Once you have the service, it will automatically detach. So you will pay only that part. and we will give you an account where you guys can monitor your services, because these are your solely properties. We are not touching anything. Either it's go by Reddington, either you go by Cloudly, these are your services. So you can know how much services in dollars you're paying it. What we are getting is, we are giving you the managed service, or if you need your development and operations to be handed over to us, or if you need some of the upgradations, we have a huge tool of migrations. After my presentations, my colleague Rajiv will have a discussions on the services. So he will highlight what are the services we will use. We have a huge and good tool which can give you successful migrations. So you can use that. And those skill requirements, because you just need a drag and drop. In the demo sessions, you will see that how you can drag and drop the services. You don't need to know Javas. You don't need to know C, C++. Anyone can do it. So we call it low skill requirements. All right. I guess my time is up. So are you guys ready to move to the clouds? So you know where to find us. We have an office in DHS Markhali, and feel free to like our page, Cloudly Bangladesh, and so that we can track. And definitely we will go after the seminar to individual peoples, like how we can do the business along with Amazons. And I guess that's all for now. If you have any questions, please feel free. I hope I won't make you sleepy. Okay. So if you have any questions, right?
So what Nashin is saying is, if you have any sample POC that you want to try out with, more than happy to make that happen for you. You want to try out cloud and you have a application that you want to try out. There are two typical ways that you can do it. One is pick up the easiest of the workload with lowest risk, and see it on AWS. Find out the benefits, build some skills, get your hands and feet dirty. The other approach is pick up the most complex of your workload, right? And say, hey, if I can run this on AWS, then I can run everything, all of my workloads. Right? So either of the approaches, depending upon what are you comfortable with. Along with Cloudly, we can run a POC for you and show it to you in action. Before you take the position. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. So any questions? No questions, right? My previous boss said like no news is a good news. All right. So I guess no question is a good question. Or feel free. All right. Thank you guys, and we'll have Rajiv on board to have the discussions. And I hope you enjoy the events. And we